I'm Nikolai Salcedo, lead actor of the film Hero.
Hello there, I'm Richard. I'm the son of Ulrich Cross.
Hero is a film that explores the life of Ulrich Cross, a man from Trinidad who left to join the war effort in the Second World War.
Standing in front of the only war memorial in London that honours the role of the Caribbean veterans in World War I and World War II.
Ulrich was a man who had an international life. He lived his life around the world. He did not see barriers to his ambitions. He was determined to pursue his dreams, and that took him all around the world.
My father flew with Ulrich in 139 Squadron in the RAF. My father was Roy Crampton and Ulrich was his navigator. It was really great to see the film. It was a super film, and we have heard so many stories about Ulrich, and they had lots of fun and laughter together when they were in the RAF.
A film like this, I think every home in Trinidad and Tobago need it. It's a must watch.
Oh, I think it was magical, but I think what was like amazing was right now we're in the 21st century, but you felt like you were back in time.
I thought it was absolutely fantastic just to see all the connections and history, all of the things that we kind of take for granted, to see all the dots connected and see the impact that we have had as Caribbean people in Africa and in Europe. It was really, really amazing production.
I think Hero was blessed to be able to go to Hollywood, the UK, and in South And Canada, the US, and so on. But it took a lot of work. You have to have, first of all, you have to have a really strong team. We were able to reach out to people, and they may have said no, but some of them said yes, which was, can you help us to set up these tours? I really wanted to have a theatrical release in England because so much of Hero is a British story, and I wanted Black communities in England to see the story of this great British hero, this great British Caribbean hero who was just like them. And so I worked with our amazing distributor, which is Blue Dolphin Films. So rather than putting it in the cinema and it getting lost there, we should have an event-based release across the country. We had 1 or 2 event-based screenings in every location, in 50 different locations across the UK. And it was incredibly successful. And then we worked very closely with community organizations in England who were able to tap into audiences and bring them to the cinemas.
My name is Rashida Campbell-Allen. I'm originally from London, but my family are Jamaican and St. Lucian. And this film meant a lot for me because I find that being Black in Britain, I have a lot of conflict with my identity. So this film really helps to draw everything together. And I think having films that represent and acknowledge the Pan-African experience of being Black British is so important.
Really just how it was talking about contemporaneous Black history and history of Africa and the Caribbean, and I couldn't actually think of the last time I saw a film about that.
All Africans in the diaspora, especially the young ones amongst us, need to give themselves a chance to see this film.
There's a huge amount of archive used in the film, and it was really interesting to see the footage.
It used that as a window into all sorts of historical and political events we don't hear enough about and have marked the world we live in today.
There are many people who are veterans, and we kind of see them on Remembrance Day and think, oh, we'll put down some poppies and ideas, but actually these are individual people in individual lives.
I'm here to support the independent filmmakers and creators of the culture, just here celebrating Black History Month and being awesome.
I came here to really connect with my African American brothers and sisters.
You know, it's part of the, Hollywood award season events that you just don't miss.
We were invited to be the opening film of the Pan-African Film Festival, which is a big deal. Usually it's studios, and we had to raise the sponsorship to be part of that. And it really meant reaching out to the market here. And one of the things we decided was this was not going to be about Hero, this was going to be about Trinidad and Tobago. What this meant was that Trinidad and Tobago was on display at the Pan-African Film Festival in Hollywood, which was at the Directors Guild.
Having the opportunity for Hero to open the Pan-African Film Festival in the heart of Hollywood, that was such an honor. Hollywood remains, I think, a mecca for film and entertainment. So it felt as though the film had gotten the platform that was necessary for it to reach in so many other corners that it can reach.
So it's always important to know everybody's story, and then you put that together, you get a complete understanding of who we are. White film festivals pay attention, number one, to other white film festivals, okay? Now what that means is that if your film Hero didn't get picked up by Berlin or Cannes or somebody else, then they may not pay attention to your film. All filmmakers must understand our story is a part of everybody's story. So I would not be sitting here, believe me, if it had not been for C.L.R. James and me reading his books, had not been for George Padmore, had not been for Eric Williams. There'd be no Pan-African film if it was not for us having that foundation from Eric Williams.
The thing about history is that say it repeats itself. And looking into this room, no question about it, there's history in every seat. Change agents who have shaped and shifted the narratives of who we are and what we are. Allowing generations to benefit from their conviction, which needed to be heard, whether it was in legislation, like the advocacy of work of the Honorable Gene Augustine, or maybe it needed to be on the big screen, like Francis N. Solomon sought it to be. But that history, the history in this room, will not automatically repeat itself without effort, focus, and unity.
Yeah. That's the thing. It is so rich and it is so intrinsic. You can engage with the film, go off and find out some more, and come back, or even just come back to see it. You will find other levels, yes, because it's a very rich film.
Every time.
Thank you.